Welcome back to the Tinkerage reorganisation vlog. Progress this week has only been around one thing, and that's sorting out some electrical work. If you look back through some of the previous videos of the Tinkerage, you'll know that the wall behind me had two double sockets. Well, you see it still has two double sockets, but they were further apart. Now they're together and they're joined by the original one. So there's three double sockets now on this wall. So I've gained an extra one over there, but I've also gained a socket just behind the monitor. If you can see that in there, and then another socket here with better access for this side bench. And you'll know that previously all the cables were exposed, and that's now not the case. I've boxed in all the cables, and on this side I've put a box in and a little shelf, and there's also one down the end behind the bandsaw, so that's going to make it just a little bit neater in here. So the next stage in here, a bit of a tidy up. I've got lots of offcuts of this waterproof 18mm chipboard left over from flooring our loft, lots of other little bits as well. So I need to tidy those up, and then I've got to work out what I'm going to do here. So I'm thinking that in at least one of these four bays divided by these brackets, of putting a hinged sort of mini cupboard toolboard like this that went on that side. So tools in the way, just tools everywhere at the moment. So I'm thinking of putting at least one of these bays for something like that, and then I'll probably behind it keep something like my sockets. I think that'll be a good place to keep them, and maybe router bits. Might even do two. Still got to think about that. I know I'm going to be building a larger version of this for access to screwdrivers, and possibly a slightly different arrangement for my pliers. Currently I keep these there. I do like that arrangement. I've had that sort of style for a couple of workshops now, and I really like that. So I might keep that. These are great for the smaller ones. I think this will just be extended in size. I don't want that on a swing out door because it will be too heavy. With that, that's going to be some thinking. I'm hoping that tomorrow the cutouts that I have from some kitchen worktops, the other one is down here, I'm going to try and get those trimmed. I was thinking of trying to square them up, but they're quite heavy. But there's not actually, although they're not totally flat, they're not far out. So my only real thought for trimming it is where whoever the kitchen fitter cut holes for the jigsaw, and I think that would just be a bit of a pain to have, but because I know that things would just fall down it, and it'd be just my luck to be something that's non-magnetic. However, the other thought that I have with that is to just put some tape on the bottom of it before I put it down and screw it, and then fill it up with a bit of silicone and smooth it flat. And that seems like a lot less work. And I was looking today for some construction adhesive to fit on the wall over there, because it's just too awkward to try and get the hammer drill in there. So I found the silicone, which I move into the house in the winter. It's just too cold out here, just the stuff goes off. So it's about getting time to bring it back in, and I need to actually make a place for that and for my cans of my rattle cans, aerosol cans of paint. Although actually most of them normally live on the floor down there where I've got the box of tools. So I think tomorrow key job will be to line these two things up as best I can and screw them in from underneath, and then put a face piece along the front and work out how I can mount my woodworking vise. What I'll probably do is mount it and then take it off again at some point for a cleanup. So it's a mess in here. I had to clear this entire bench so that the electrics could be done, and that just meant that everything had to be shifted to the side. The electrics are now done, wiring's boxed in, so those two things have taken all week. So hopefully I can get bench top fixed tomorrow, and then on the weekend, not sure. It'll either be trying to fix some doors, or at least one of these bays. I may, in doing that, have to shift some of these tubes. So I'm not sure exactly about tools. I think it may well take several weeks or even months of working and tweaking. So just a quick compared to the last few updates. Hopefully there'll be another one on the weekend. Thank you for watching. Do click like, and if you're new here, please click subscribe. Bye for now.